A small rustic kitchen on a budget is all about embracing charm, warmth, and functionality without breaking the bank. It's about finding creative ways to incorporate natural textures, repurposed materials, and cozy elements that make the space feel welcoming and lived in. The beauty of rustic design lies in its imperfections. Weathered wood, aged metals, and handmade details all contribute to a kitchen that feels rich in character and history. Even with limited space and a tight budget, it's possible to transform a tiny kitchen into a charming and efficient retreat where every detail adds to its homey appeal. One of the best ways to bring rustic charm into a small kitchen without spending a fortune is to work with what you already have. Instead of replacing cabinets, consider giving them a facelift with a fresh coat of paint in warm neutrals like creamy whites, soft grays, or earthy greens. A distressed or chalk paint finish can add an aged, farmhouse-styled look that instantly feels rustic. Swapping out modern cabinet hardware for vintage-inspired knobs and pulls in brass, bronze, or wrought iron is another simple way to enhance the rustic aesthetic without spending too much. Open shelving is a budget-friendly alternative to traditional upper cabinets and can make a small kitchen feel more open and airy. Reclaimed wood shelves mounted on black metal brackets add an instant rustic touch while providing a practical place to display everyday dishes. Glass jars filled with pantry staples, and decorative accents like ceramic pitchers or woven baskets. Salvage wood can often be found for free or at a low cost from local salvage yards, flea markets, or even old furniture that can be repurposed. To keep things organized and cohesive, using matching glass or ceramic containers for storage creates a clean yet charming display. Countertops can be one of the most expensive upgrades in a kitchen, but there are budget-friendly ways to achieve a rustic look without investing in high-end materials. Butcher block countertops, often more affordable than stone, bring warmth and a natural element that fits seamlessly into a rustic design. If new countertops aren't in the budget, consider refinishing existing ones with a Fogs wood treatment, a stone look epoxy, or even a peel and stick contact paper designed for durability. A DIY-friendly option like concrete countertops can also be a cost-effective way to add rustic charm with an industrial edge. A rustic kitchen wouldn't be complete without a farmhouse-style sink, but these can be pricey. A budget-friendly alternative is to find a vintage or second-hand porcelain sink at a salvage yard or thrift store. If replacing the sink isn't an option, upgrading the faucet to a more rustic or vintage-inspired design in oil-rubbed bronze or brushed brass can still make a significant impact. Adding a simple apron or curtain under the sink using burlap or linen fabric is another inexpensive way to enhance the farmhouse feel while hiding storage space underneath. Backsplashes are an opportunity to introduce texture and personality into a rustic kitchen without spending too much. Fox brick panels, beadboard, or peel and stick tiles designed to mimic distressed wood or stone are affordable alternatives to traditional tile backsplashes. Another budget-friendly idea is to use repurposed wood planks or shiplap for a rustic accent wall behind the sink or stove, creating a cozy focal point that feels both timeless and inviting. A simple coat of white or light-colored paint over textured wood can brighten up the space while maintaining that rustic charm. Lighting is one of the easiest ways to set the mood in a rustic kitchen, and there are plenty of affordable options that capture the warm, vintage feel of a farmhouse. Swapping out modern fixtures for industrial-style pendant lights, mason jar sconces, or wrought iron chandeliers can instantly transform the space. DIY light fixtures made from repurposed materials like old lanterns, wooden crates, or metal pipes can add character without costing a fortune. Warm, soft lighting from Edison bulbs or candle-inspired fixtures enhances the cozy ambience, making the kitchen feel even more inviting. A rustic kitchen isn't just about aesthetics. It's about function and comfort. Maximizing storage in a small space while keeping the rustic theme intact can be done with a few creative and budget-friendly solutions. Hanging pot racks made from reclaimed wood or repurposed ladders provide both storage and visual interest while freeing up cabinet space. Pegboards painted in a rustic hue can hold cooking utensils, cutting boards, or small pots and pans, keeping essentials within reach while adding a charming touch. Vintage crates or wire baskets mounted on walls or tucked under countertops offer stylish storage for produce, kitchen linens, or even cookbooks. Furniture and decor play a big role in bringing a rustic kitchen to life, and thrifted or DIY pieces can help keep costs down. A small, weathered wooden table or an antique rolling cart can serve as a makeshift island, adding both workspace and character. Vintage stools, whether metal or wood, can be found at flea markets or second-hand shops and easily repainted or reupholstered to fit the space. Handmade or upcycled decor, such as a chalkboard menu, framed botanical prints, or a simple wreath made from dried herbs, adds personality without feeling overdone. Textiles bring warmth and softness to a rustic kitchen, and they can be incorporated affordably with a few thoughtful choices. Linen or cotton curtains in soft, natural hues add a relaxed feel while letting in plenty of light. Dish towels with vintage patterns, hand-woven placemats, or a simple jute rug can add texture and warmth without a big price tag. Even a cozy throw draped over a dining chair or bench can make the space feel more inviting. Small details can make a big impact in a rustic kitchen, and many of them can be achieved with simple DIY projects. Repurposing old glass jars as storage for dry goods, utensils, or flowers creates a charming and functional display. Wooden cutting boards, vintage rolling pins, and ceramic mixing bowls can be both decorative and useful. Even something as simple as replacing modern dishware with second-hand enamelware or mismatched vintage plates can add to the rustic appeal. One of the most budget-friendly ways to enhance a rustic kitchen is by bringing in elements from nature. Fresh herbs in small pots on a windowsill, dried flowers hanging from a hook, or a simple bowl of seasonal fruit can instantly make the space feel more alive and inviting. Branches, driftwood, or foraged pine cones can be used as decorative accents, adding organic texture and a connection to the outdoors. A rustic kitchen isn't about perfection. It's about creating a space that feels welcoming, lived in, and full of character. It's a place where meals are cooked with love, where stories are shared over coffee, and where every detail, whether new or old, adds to the warmth of the space. With a little creativity and resourcefulness, it's possible to transform even the smallest kitchen into a rustic retreat that feels both stylish and functional without spending a fortune. Whether it's through repurposing materials, embracing imperfections, or finding budget-friendly alternatives, the beauty of rustic design lies in its simplicity and charm. It's about making the most of what you have, layering textures and elements that tell a story, and ultimately creating a kitchen that feels like the heart of the home.